those people who love dictators. She believes that dictatorship is the answer to Al Qaeda, groups like HTS, and all those organizations. She doesn't want to really do the job. Her government, they do not really get involved. Therefore, the best way to solve this problem of world terrorism is by propping up those dictators. Take a listen at this video, what she is talking about when she was asked about Vladimir Putin of Russia and her relationship with them. Take a listen.
Colonel Gabbard, you were asked in your questionnaire about your priorities, and you listed Iran and Hamas and Hezbollah and North Korea. You also mentioned Russia, but the only thing you said about Russia in fully explaining why it's a priority is ending the war with Russia. When you talk about Russia, what are your fears or policy priorities beyond ending the war? How do you see Russia as a threat to the United States?
Senator, if confirmed as the Director of National Intelligence, it will be paramount for me to assess where our intelligence gaps may exist so that I can provide the President and all of you with the most accurate full picture of that threat assessment to directly answer your questions. I think that it is a complex environment. Russia remains a strategic competitor. There are a number of concerns that have to do with their nuclear weapons, as well as how the decisions and policies that are being made by this body and by the President will impact our own national security, which is my foremost concern.
I want to make
She's
sure
a complete 100% total sellout for Donald Trump's policy. Obviously, that makes sense because her boss is now Donald Trump, who loves Putin for some reason, at least loves Putin more than Joe Biden, his predecessor. But here's the thing. This is not what Tulsi Gabbard's view was about Russia, about Putin. It was a lot more radical, a lot more extreme. But now, because she's going to be working under Donald Trump, she cannot really say anything about Putin or Russia that will make her boss unhappy.
certain that in no way does Russia get a pass in either your mind or your heart, or in any policy recommendation you would make or not make.
Senator, I'm offended by the question because my sole focus, commitment, and responsibility is about our own nation, our own security, and the interests of the American people. In carrying out the responsibilities of the Director of National Intelligence, if confirmed, no country, group, or individual will get a pass in my fulfilling that responsibility of providing that full intelligence picture so that you all can make the best informed policy decisions for the safety, security, and freedom of the American people. You have my commitment to be completely objective, unbiased, and apolitical, and I hope you understand my commitment to our country's interest.
Okay, so basically it's like asking a question to a job interview, why should we hire you? Well, you have to trust my commitment. Well, your past record doesn't really resonate with the commitment that you're talking about. They're absolutely horrendous and you have absolutely no plan. You are not answering any question with specific examples. You're just saying, oh, just trust my commitment. I'm committed. I'm going to be making sure the safety and security of the United States and its citizens. But you're not really saying it out loud how you're going to do it. So people behind her, they were, I mean, to me, looks like they were stunned. They were shocked to see how she was responding or how she was dealing with these kind of questions. And when she was asked about her commitment or why the American people would trust her in terms of how she deals with Russia, she said, well, I will never give anybody pass, and this is a question that offends me. Why would that offend you? I mean, of course that will offend you because you don't have an answer. And this is why she was, to me, looks like at this in a moment, she was very, very nervous. Look at her forehead. You can see the wrinkles. She was feeling the pressure, and she was like, oh my God, I want this guy to stop questioning me like this. My loyalty to the United States of America, take a look at her forehead. It's wrinkly, and she is feeling the pressure. She is feeling the moment, and it is not panning out very well for her whatsoever.
Absolutely do. You have answered my question in the manner in which I wanted to hear, that you will do this in an objective manner, provide the information necessary, and that Russia, if it's a threat, you will tell us so and tell us the details of that threat.
Yes, Senator.
Wow, he had to ask that question very specifically to her, that you will tell us. Can we trust you? Are you sure you're going to tell us? Because, listen, I don't know Mr. Moran, this guy, this senator, he's from Democrat Party or Republican. Let me know in the comment section. I think he's from a Republican. This is why he's so lenient. But he's really not getting the answer from Tulsi Gabbard the way he's saying he's getting it. Well, I will be objective and I will give you all the information about Russia. Okay, I mean, yeah, as long as you are a Republican senator, I guess you're going to give her a free pass on this.
How would you restructure the national intelligence priority framework to better align with President Trump's national security goals?
Senator, this is a discussion, if confirmed, I look forward to having with the President and his national security advisor, again, based on the threat assessment and based on the President's priorities. He has spoken about a number of different priorities in different parts of the world. I would work with them on that national intelligence priorities framework, which will serve as the foundation for the intelligence elements under ODNI.
Any recommendations that you have in mind to make to President Trump in that regard?
I want to make sure that any recommendations that I make to the President are fully informed. From where I sit now, I don't believe that I can make those recommendations. I take that responsibility seriously and wouldn't want to shortchange him without first doing the due diligence and work to make sure my recommendations are well-founded.
Okay, I mean, we will definitely hear more from Tulsi Gabbard about her views on the Middle East. But for now, I just wanted to highlight the point about her understanding, her knowledge, and how she will deal with Vladimir Putin with Russia. Now that we also know that Donald Trump, he broke his promise of stopping the war within 24 hours coming into power. He even said that before I even get to the office, I'm going to end this war. When he said, I will end it when I get president-elect, not full presidency. But this is what is happening in the Trump administration. They do not know how to handle these kind of problems. They do not know. And the only word they're coming up with, both Donald Trump and Tulsi Gabbard and all of these officials in Trump's administration, is it is complex. The situation in Russia is complex. So you knew it was complex. Well, then why did you make a promise before the election to the American public that you're going to end this war within 24 hours? Like, did you not understand how complex this issue was at that time? Something we really need to call this Donald Trump and his administration out, especially Tulsi Gabbard, who seems to be having no idea what she's talking about, doesn't provide any specifics. Thank you so much for joining. I'll see you in the next video.